Hi folks, there's a bit of a watch catch up and we have a new daily wearer. Let's go to the down view and see what's going on. So, as you know, I'm a bit of a Pulsar fanboy right now. I mean, this just looks better and better every time. Like, it's really coming up nice. I've nearly got all the scratches out of the crystal of the old wishy-washy one. As you know, that I've got a really big thing for these meca-quartz. I still haven't done the pushers on this one. This is the rose gold and blue, virtually brand new. And just have a look. Here's number 3. Now this is a mechanical. This is a quartz analog control of the clock, but it also powers a mechanical, based on the value, mechanical chronograph. It's got blue highlights on it, as you can see. It's like a dark navy blue. I thought this was all black. It's actually dark blue. It's got the kind of the cast speedos, which I've been attracted to. This is all part and parcel of the Pulsar WRC rally champions for the Qatar team. Beat some pictures probably. This one has got the black titanium bezel. It's fixed, and it's got, like, you know, it's got an inner chapter ring which is dark blue. It's got dark blue numerals at the top of each sub there. Like, it's got like the seconds, like 1 to 25, 20 on the seconds, because it's got perpetual sub seconds. That's the big dial at the bottom. Now this show, it's very hard to see, but there's a blue tips needle at the top. There she goes. It's a fast tick or sweep. It's very difficult to see it clearly, you know. There's no splits to it. The left hand dial does the minutes, and it can do, I do believe it's 1 hour and 59 minutes. Tachymeter meter around the front, and then you just, like, as you can see, it's there. Just stop it. Bottom button. Now watch this flyback. Look at that. That's amazing, isn't it? That really is. I mean, you can see why I love these. Let's stick it on the old wrist. The strap is a bit hard. It's obviously not been worn for a while, so I'm probably going to stick some hide food into it later on. It'll do for the purpose of today. And there you go. Go focus, you bugger. Look at that. 22mm lug to lug, 43mm crown to case edge on the other side. It's got, I don't know if you can see that, it's got like a blue crown, whereas this one's got similar colour, black rather, I beg his pardon. This one's got a yellow crown, and as you can see, it's got a yellow pusher. So, you know, this one's got blue. There we go. I'm really, you know, I like on this one here, as you can see, it's got that signature, like rally driver sort of, like, there's like a waffle like effect. It's like it's supposed to allow it to breathe. Oh yeah, I'm very pleased with these. doesn't have a signed buckle. It's got blue stitching, I don't know if you can see in the black, and the inner side of the strap is also blue. Right, whereas like as you see, like the inside of the strap there is like, you know, more going in with the rose gold. This isn't the original strap for this, so I'm gonna send in a message to the person who made this, right, and I want to see if he'll do me one in the black with yellow stitching, which I think would look absolutely mint with that, in that same waffle, like very very thick soft leather. It's very very comfortable when that's being worn. The old wishy-washy. There it goes. And they all seem to be following the same sort of pattern. I mean, this is a VD50, the wishy-washy one, whereas this is a VK63, which is dedicated like mechanical chronograph. I don't know why they're such a big thing, but they are, you know. So, right, let's put this with his teammates. Yeah, look at that. Right, we'll go on to something else, like, now, you know, like they say that clothes maketh not the man and whatever, like, well, it's also to be said that a watch strap does not make a watch makes the strap, in my view. So I bought this one because I've always got stuff I can put this on. This is like the silver bar 1970s, 1980s bracelet. And it was on this, but this turned up, and it's a coffin. It's I can't remember the name of it. It's it starts with a P, but it's a very very ornate. It's a watch strap bracelet that would have fitted this watch when it was like around, you know, when this watch was made, this Orient. I quite like it, like on this. Right? So that's what I do. I mean, you know, sometimes it's not just having the watch, it's having the right bracelet or strap. And it's got like a little hook there. You just hook it in, like so. Close to class. Now this bit here is like an expanding bracelet, because the rest of it is just fixed links. These are coffins. I think that just does it. I know the silver, this one didn't look bad on it. It really did fit quite nicely, right? But it just wasn't there. This, I like this. And I'm looking at that and I'm beginning to wonder if that's like, instead of rolled gold, I'm wondering if that's rolled silver, because that's got that kind of like milky sheen that silver has. I'm going to investigate further with that. Just pull it down, pull it up. And there you go. I think that's turned that from, like, you know, cheap and cheerful into something very, very nice to wear. I'm looking forward to getting some wear on that. I dug out another old chestnut because I went through my straps and I found this what I believed was something off a harness or something like that. My homage Planet Ocean Seamaster. Now the only flaw with this is it's missing its loom pip, and it's got a slop, just a slop on the bezel. But otherwise, I mean, it's got the very dark orangey red numerals. It's got good loom. It keeps extremely good time. It's got good date on it, except the date is actually white. Although the models, the real Omegas I've seen of this particular model do have a white date, which I would have preferred a black date. But look, that's a solid link. It's not like, you know, super quality, but it just fits really nicely. It just looks right, you know. And it means that I can wear this, because, you know, there are things that I like NATO straps on. There are things that I don't, and I had a NATO strap on this and I didn't like it. I think that's looking lovely, isn't it? I mean, to be fair, for the money I paid for this, like, it's got a very good movement inside. It's automatic. It's got a display back. Let's see if I can show that off. As you can see there, it's got a display back. I mean, there's a lot of stuff, like the rotor is signed, the bridges and that are signed. There's on the case back itself, there's like Omega stuff. In the rehalt, there's stuff in the rehalt like to do with the Omega. There's a little Omega like laser etch at the bottom. I mean, this does look like the real thing, and that's a sapphire crystal as well. Okay, yeah, like that is just like ornamental. It's just basically a threaded crown, like put into the case. But it does what I mean. That was the whole point of having a helium valve. So there's no signed crowns, which is a big tail. But everything else, if you look at a picture of one, right, I will show a picture up. It does not. Let's move that over there so you can put a picture up next to it. It's not bad. You know, I've been getting some of that, and I'll tell you what, like, I get quite, when I wear this, people notice. People do notice if you're wearing something, you know, a bit fancy. So let's go on to the next bit. This bit I can't really do very much about because I haven't started working on it. But I'm keeping it all in there because it all needs a bit of working out. I bought myself a little Vostok with a very, very unusual dial. There we go. Dial itself is perfect, it's just the crystal is a bit wrinkled, so I'm going to have a go at that. It's got a nice, it's TIM plated Vostok Kommanderski. I'm not sure if it's a Soviet one yet or not. I don't think it is a Soviet one. And to finish off, I snagged these on eBay. 2 brand new Slava tank bracelets. Absolutely brand new. Never ever been worn. No man guns or anything like that. There's 1. There's 2. And I have dug out my T-pieces. And I've just got to foil a little bit of the bit there off, which will then fit into the gap there. And then I have got an 18mm Slava tank bracelet that I can put onto any 18mm watch. That's what that is. I halved this stuff to hold you up, and it just needs a bit of a file just to get it so it can go into there. Drive a pin through. Oh, it's drawn. No, it is the right way around. And the other one will be going onto that logo rare Slava tank I got recently. So, right. So there you go. That's all a bit caught up, like. Oh, let's take it to the up view and we'll talk some more.
A few moments later.
So here we are. We're back upstairs and. that just really is nice. And of course it's like that nice Millwall blue, right? I mean, as I say, Millwall FC next to my Del Boy van. I don't know if you can see that, it's upside down. Oh dear, it's so hot and muggy today, it's unbelievable. I mean, you can see why I like these. And I've done really well in getting the 3 flavours. Now I've only got one more of these to get. I want to put a picture up just about, you know, somewhere there or something like that, like, you know. And then that will be the whole set of the WRCs I will have as a collection then, like, you know. I mean, it's just flawless, isn't it? There's no scratches in the glass, everything works lovely. All I had to do was put a new battery in, which took me about 2 minutes. You know, buttons work, everything is solid. So Houston, we have a new wearer. So, on with that, like, waiting for the new strap to come for this. I thought a 26mm silicone and billet thing, because this is a lovely watch, but look, the leather's going around where the strap is pulling through, so it doesn't stay like done up nicely. It's a real shame because it's 26mm low. It's a pain in the bum to get straps for. I don't really think there's really much else, like, you know, I'm going to really be covering when watches, like, so, there was something else, what was it? Oh yes, as you know, this is my serpentine yellow Seiko Sobra, it's a 200 watt e-cig. And for £19.99, gonna buy that, which is serpentine red Seiko Sobra. And if I can get this one repaired, that means I will have this one back in service as well. All it is the switch has gone. Right, it's little tiny switches on the locker board, and it's just basically like where a bit of juice or something got into and it wasn't sealed properly, it just like destroyed the circuit. So I've got the what you call it for this, like the ATI for it. That's actually in pieces because I'm cleaning it. So you know, there you go. Bit of e-cig. I love these. These are really, they feel good in that. They feel good in the hand. They function well. You don't have to adjust them. The ATIs, the coil heads inside. Like, they last for ages, and like they're not. I mean, a tenner gets you 5. Which lasts. I mean, you're going to get nearly a month out of one head, and it was still pretty strong after, you know, even towards that last month. I think these are bloody good value, these are. Because unfortunately, this one died. This was my favourite. There's like a plastic chassis in there, and this is a Smoke T-Priv 230. And it's lovely. It's got beautiful LEDs and lovely screen in there, and plastic chassis in there. Like it just like disintegrated. It just dissolved and something. Like it's probably e-juice or something. Just like ate away to it. And it's now, if you look, I don't know if you can see it. Like, you know, it moves up and down. And but it's still usable. It's just what's the point of having it? Like, you know, when I've got only one of those. There you go, like another ostentatious look at the old what's it. Hopefully, like once we've had this storm and everything, like we got Orient today, like, you know, we can clear the air a bit, and it can, like, you know, be a bit better, like, because it's so muggy. Oh, hope this is all finding you well. Like, I was watching the news last night. Saw Boris Johnson got his ass kicked by the Lib Dems. I mean, that was a big shock. Like, which shows you that what the Tories are telling you about like how they're winning the opinion polls and that is a load of old rubbish, because that's what they said about this place where the Lib Dems won. Well, oh yeah, we're going to waltz it, 15,000 majority, wiped out, landslide in favour of the Lib Dems. And like Labour, like they're just going from like disaster to worse under Keir Starmer. You know, they will not get a penny from me in any way, shape or form all the time that idiot is in charge. Alright, but that's my own personal preference. And Houston, we have a new wearer. Oh, I love it, mechanical. I mean, I do want like a Pulsar 3133 or a Valju 7177 sort of thing, like, or even a Venus 175, which is a Chinese thing now, because they bought the tooling from the Venus 150, which is what goes into like Pulsar Strela 3017s. But like you can buy the actual Venus 175 on AliExpress for £56 or something like that. Like, you know, and that's a full mechanical chronograph. No messing around or anything. I mean, you think about it, you've got to find a dial, some hands. There are cases like on AliExpress that are for the Venus 150 and 175, and you have got a mechanically powered, mechanically driven, mechanically timed, very accurate chronograph. I mean, okay, yeah, chronographs will never ever like be as accurate as a quartz chronograph. I mean, that they are like down to an accuracy of 0.1 second per hour of recorded time or something. Really accurate. But it's not the same. It's nice to have a little engine inside, you know, that powers it all. And that's what I love. That's what this whole channel's all about. It's things that are mechanically powered. It's anything with an engine, anything with an electronic heart. You know, it's what I enjoy, and I've always enjoyed. You know, whether it's a Vespa or a motorbike or a car or an old crappy van, I love the ugly stuff, and I love the stuff that is clever, and that's the thing. You know, that's what I love, these small gadgets like little Game Boy things and stuff like that, because you know they are marvels of technology that we take for granted. And yeah, this thing here, like, people take for granted very much, like, because I mean, you know, 50 years ago, this would be seen as so futuristic. It's unbelievable, and yet today, you can buy them for silly money. And you know, when we don't want them anymore, they just stop working. I mean, this came to me with a dead battery. My new battery is working perfectly. You know, all I've got to do with this, it's a little bit of work to get the two new pushers in. This will be working perfectly. I mean, I paid silly money for this, and I think that this was actually bought or used to harvest the buttons for one of these. I think that's what they did, was they didn't actually want to use the watch, because this still had all its plastics on it, like plastic on the glass, around the bezel, on the crown and on the case back. So, it's a throwaway society. It's not really good, because, like, you know, we should be cherishing things, not just say, oh, I can't be bothered with it, just chuck it away. We'll see what we can do with that. I'm going to have a fiddle with that, see if I have got some spare 24148 movements. Right, so, and the hands are good, everything's good on it. So, I mean, if the movement can't be brought back into life, and it has got a free balance, I think it's overwound, and I'm going to let it off slowly and see what happens. And if it is overwound, it should come back to life, and then we'll have another. And then, oh yeah, the hour hand is being shoved, it's bent down a bit, so I've got to take the hands off anyway and just sort them out. But I love these. So it's the first Vostok I've had since last year. And that was the 3 amphibians I bought from commandersky.com. So I do love these, but they are just a bit diminutive on my wrist. They don't quite, you know, they make me look like I've got more wrist than watch, if you know what I mean. Whereas I like to see, like, you know, I like bloody great big dinner plates on you. Anyway, I'm going to leave that with you. Double thumbs up to all tonight. Double thumbs up definitely for this one. Houston, we have a wearer. You know, and we will see you in the next one. Toodle Pipski.